Hello and welcome to week 1 of our bungalow renovation. So it is the morning of. I've got my little doggy here. The house is completely empty. I will pop up some little clips here of the house. And yeah, I'm really nervous, scared and excited. But if you don't do things in life that don't scare you, then you're not pushing yourself. So we've literally got 3 minutes until they said they would arrive, so I'm gonna take some more pictures now and yeah, I'll update you when they go tonight. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the end of day 2. Living room looking, all right. And the ceiling is completely gone. You can see right up to the loft, which is mental, and the skip is completely full, and this is the insulation from the loft. There's nowhere for it to go. Honestly, I feel a bit itchy and ill just being in here, and that's up there. And yeah, I think that's what they've been doing today, is just clearing the loft, clearing all the floorboards, and getting everything in the skip. So yeah, this is how we're looking so far. The kitchen remains untouched at the moment. Okay guys, so this is the end of day 3. I'm gonna have to make it quick, and I've unfortunately left it quite late to film, so it's quite dark and my flash has come on. But it's serving its purpose right now, because I wanted to show you. We wanted to keep the pine floor that was down, but unfortunately it had to come up, so it needed repairing in quite a few different spots. So we said, why don't we pull it all up and relay it. However, it basically, they're all stuck together, glued together, and they were just coming up and breaking and snapping. So I am really sad about that. And underneath is this blue tile in a living room. It's so bizarre. I've just turned the flash off, so maybe I can get some close-ups. But yeah, this blue tile is all over my living room, which I think is wildly mad. But yeah, this is my living room with my lovely blue tiles, which is the most random thing to have in a living room, I think. Or even if this used to be a bedroom, it's just so random. But yeah, so if anyone knows why they may have put down tiles like this in the 40s, let me know. Or maybe the 30s, we're not too sure. But yeah, so that's what's happened in here today. They've taken down more insulation, but unfortunately our skip is full and we're still waiting for one. They've taken some of the rafters down, and I'm really sorry it's starting to get dark in here now. Is the light still working here? No, what a stupid question. And I'll just go and show you what they did in the conservatory, because this is where they were kind of mucking around mostly today. Is they were hoping that this wouldn't be that deep, but it is looking like this is all going to come up because of building regulations. So regulations today want you to have, about that much thick insulation on any extension floor. So unfortunately this has to all come up, because once you have the insulation and the flooring and everything, there wouldn't be enough room. So just more labour time and more cost for this to come up, which was kind of expected, but a pain nonetheless. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully you'll see some like more visual stuff happening today, tomorrow. So I will keep you updated then, but that's what's happened so far. Okay, so I just realised I forgot to do an update on Friday because we went out for Hugo and our friend Mike's birthday. So yeah, how lush is that, like, coming through? I kind of wish we were having like some sort of lantern, but we're not. But yeah, so this is the living room at the moment. We've still got these great tiles down. I'm guessing they're gonna take them up. God, it looks like a lot of effort to take them up, so I'm kind of glad I'm not taking them up. But yeah, so this is how, you know, they're really tidy. Every time they leave, they brush up everything, and yeah, it's really, really, really nice to have that, because obviously we're still using the bathroom. And then this is the bedroom. So again, they've tidied up and taken more of the insulation away, and they found like all these piles of old insulation. I don't know what to do with them really. And the radiator up there is leaking. But yeah, it's just a shame because this is all that parquet glue that we put down, and now it's all just looks terrible. But yeah, so that's that room. I think the room with the biggest... Actually, I'll take you upstairs first. Let me take you upstairs. So this room is like, honestly, there's not... Oh, it's nice and warm up here though. So even without insulation, it's actually warm up here. So yeah, this is the loft now. Not much room for me to stand on anymore. But yeah, they've got to keep some boards up for the electricians and the plumbers to come and have a look at everything. But yeah, these are the original beams. I think there might have been a chimney breast over there once upon a time, because I honestly don't know what that is. But I can also see like a brick wall down there, but it's not coming up on the camera. But yeah, I don't know what that brick wall is. It's all a bit mad. All a bit mad. But yeah, so this is the loft. The biggest change is in the conservatory. So they still haven't touched this room. I think it's because we're still using the sink and the washing machine. They might have to move them somewhere else eventually, so that we have like a temporary sink and a temporary washing machine, which will be quite nice, because I didn't want to use the bathroom sink to do dishes because it's just not equipped for that, because it's like a basin. But yeah, this is the one room that's had most updates. Look at all of this. So they've hired a jackhammer and they've been jackhammering the concrete, because building regulations now, you have to have insulation in the floor. So they dug a hole to check if this was insulated, and it unfortunately isn't, but it's fine because we'll get nice new insulation that's right up to regs. But it did mean that they had to break away all of this, and then they'll have to build it all back up again once the insulation is down. But it means the room will be so warm, and I'll be so happy, because the garden room is super insulated and we're loving it in there. So if the house could be remotely like that, we will be really happy. But yeah, so much. And I gotta tell you, it absolutely stinks, this stuff. It reminds me of when I used to work in the steelworks. Horrible smell. But yeah, so that is the biggest change at the moment. We have found this suitcase as well up in the loft with some really cool vintage pictures, which I think I'm going to keep these, you know. They're quite cool. I just thought they'd look nice in a spare bedroom. And I like this one. I think I'm allergic to morning. John Lennon. And Elvis. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. And if the owner happens to be watching, you can have them back, but I think I'm gonna keep them. Yeah, and that's this then, and I'll update you on Monday. Okay, we're at the end of day 5, and all of the concrete has been completely jackhammered and most of it taken away. So we're lucky that this doesn't have to go in the skip, as the builders know somebody that needs hardcore. So that's one skip saving thing that's great for us, really. So they had a bit of trouble with wheelbarrow today, but yeah, really hard work. It's nearly clear, but it just feels weird. It feels like being in a swimming pool a bit, because we've got to step up quite a bit to the house. So the kitchen, RIP, is started. I think tomorrow this will be even more ripped out, so I need to make sure I move all my Prosecco bottles. But yeah, the cabinets started to come down and the radiators have come off in every room. It's just so funny, like having a look at all this dust and the different types of wallpaper that were once behind the radiators. So if we come in here, radiators come off in here as well. Again, I think we saw this funky wallpaper before, but again, it's just funny to see all the funky wallpapers. And this one here, and exposing my two different paint colours when I went from teal to beige, but also more funky wallpaper. I believe this living room was plastered in the last like 10-15 years, so that actually doesn't look too bad. And the same thing for this rad here. It looks like, you know, quite newish plaster there. They've also started taking up the blue tiles, thankfully, because I don't want to see them anymore. And again, that is going to be going to someone who wants the hardcore. So again, saving some space in the skips. So we also have had the electrics basically all turned off today. So I'll see if I can show you upstairs to see if there's any differences. But yeah, you can see more funky wallpaper over there. I won't go, I'll probably end up down there if I try and go over there. But yeah, all the electric cables have been taken. Anything that you see remaining is hooked up to the bathroom and the boiler, I believe, and our internet connection. So some cables have had to have stayed. The only unfortunate thing is that we had a rewire when we first moved in, and all of that is a waste because we need all new electrics again anyway. But it's just funny, like you can see like the internal walls here. All that's going to be going as well, because that's where the entrance to the bathroom kitchen will be. Oh, look at my freshly painted black stairs. No more. Never mind. Can't get too caught up on the past. Right, so that is pretty much most of the what's it called? That's pretty much most of the progression today. Oh, and also we've been told, which is quite good, it might save a lot of time, that the footings, oh, big drop there now. So we've been told that the conservatory footings are fine for the extension on the front, but obviously our extension is coming out to here, so we've got to dig the foundations here, but all this little wall here can stay, so that'll save a lot of time and money and concrete. And I don't think anything's happened around this side. No. Yep, and that's pretty much everything that's happened today. Oops, so we woke up this morning and one of the radiators up there has been like completely leaking all over the floor.